I'm going to say this is SlapperCast episode number 793. I think it's 374.
Mm-hmm.
Is this episode 3? Is this the number one podcast in the multiverse?
Yes, it is.
I think so. This is SlapperCast. We're glad to have you along with the cripple.
Hey, we talked about this.
Yeah, it's nearly sad. He complains about this so much. He goes, guys, I don't want to play today. I've got to, it's just getting. Anyway, we're actually going to be heading to Home Sweet Farm this Friday, and Saturday we're going to the brand new, that just opened, the new and the permanent home for Whispering Groves Renaissance Fair. We're going to be there on Saturday night, and the weather's supposed to be like this. It's supposed to be gorgeous. It's been a while since we've seen both these places.
Yeah.
FYI, we spoke about these a couple episodes ago. We were talking about these our local businesses that support music. Home Sweet Farm is among the top.
Yep.
People that take care of not only musicians but advertise their artists. They do all kinds of. Of course, they're big into their beer. They love their local breweries and their local vineyards, but they also take care of their artists. They're big into all kinds of art, all kinds of music. They take care of, the local and the national traveling acts and whatnot. It's just a wonderful place. And then, of course, Whispering Grove, where we started there, I think 2 locations ago, and they've now found their new home in a place called Kountze, and the teenage Dubliner in me wants to make fun of that name so badly, but I won't. But it's Kountze, and it's right by Beaumont, by our other friends, Log On Cafe.
Yeah.
So really looking forward to getting back to both of these, and then the next weekend, the 3 of us are heading back up to
Northwest, Pacific Northwest.
Yes.
It'll be Portland, Bend, and Leavenworth, Washington. Yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be fun.
So it actually goes
Bend first,
and then Leavenworth.
Leavenworth, and then back down to Portland.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you're close to the Northwest, you need to stop out and see it. Cascade Celtic Festival is where we're going to be on Friday, and our first time playing there, and really excited about that. Again, this is all Turbo's doing. This is some of his old stomping grounds. So you want to talk a little bit about these areas? And
Yeah, Leavenworth's kind of more central Washington. Not
how far is it from Seattle?
It's a couple hours, if I remember. It's like a little German town.
Yeah.
And,
I met a lot of people from there.
yeah, it's super cool. I played there before. I've done Oktoberfest a few times, and it's just a fun crowd. People go there to have a good time. And so,
Do we need to pull out some of our Oktoberfest hits?
I don't know. This is more the Celtic festival, but
Okay, all right. Well, there's going to be Germans around. I'm not going to find it funny.
yeah.
That's
That's
for
gonna be
sure.
cool. There's gonna be bands all weekend for that, and so we're Friday, but many bands on there. Go check it out. Get on their website, and we'll tag it and link it in the video.
Show notes
Yep. And then Bend, Oregon, we'll be down at Silver Moon Brewery again.
again. Second
yeah.
time.
Yep. And so great spot, and so we'll be outside. That'll be Thursday night, and then Saturday we'll be back in Portland at the Dublin Pub. And a
That's
great
a
spot.
fun room.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
We're playing with Ghosts in the Clover.
Yep.
Both shows, both Bend and Portland. Nice people, very very generous in with their gear and whatnot. We're flying up, so we won't be doing the 80 hours of driving, which I have to say a little part of me is dying. But flying up is a nice change.
Yeah.
Yeah, really looking forward to get back up there. And also, I spoke to my old friend Karen, who lives in just outside of San Francisco, and we were talking to her friend Esteban, who's he's a pilot. He's just a regular pilot. Simmer down. I see where you're going. Oh-LIMP-ee-ah.
We drink my coffee.
Yeah. Is there an Oh-LIMP-ee-ah, Washington?
I live there.
Oh-LIMP-ee-ah? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
I did.
that's a good place for you.
That was the worst place I ever lived.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And now you're living it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't fit for us there. It was weird. It was like we couldn't connect. I lived there for about 6 months. It was like I took a job, I was moving around for a company, and then that's how I met all these bands. That was in the Northwest. Was I was moving, and then I would join another band, and then I moved and joined another band. But man, I couldn't wait to get out of there. You just go from Bend, Oregon to Oh-LIMP-ee-ah. You're like,
No.
You can't do that. Band is...
Well, you're lucky you're still married.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one way to get rid of her, right?
Yeah. Yeah, ask her opinion about it. She hated it.
Yeah.
And then when we got up to Issaquah, Big Valley, Washington, we loved it. So.
This will be a better angle for me.
What's he doing, man?
Trying to, because I can get you both in the frame without having to zoom out a million.
Did you get a new shirt?
I found this today. I didn't remember. I think my mom bought it for me a while ago. I just hadn't worn it.
It's brand new.
Oh yeah, it probably is.
Sorry, I'm not even sure
why I never worn it.
I should have kept that inside.
No, it's good. That's what we do here on SlapperCast, episode 374.
So Esteban.
Yes, so he's a pilot. And we were talking about, actually I'm going to talk to him about it too. We're actually talking about hiring him to do some, to plant ourselves in the middle of California and fly to some of these, just charter a plane. And it sounds...
Scary?
No.
Oh.
Isn't that scary? You've skydived before, right?
Oh yeah, a couple times.
Yeah. So
I have it on video.
There you go. Insert clip. Talk about chartering a plane, and believe it or not, the cost is, because we talked many times about why we don't spend a lot of time on the West Coast. It's because A, the price of petrol, and B, the distance in between the shows are so humongous. Just, the miles that you have to go in between, and then accommodation, and then, and it's just, it's a nightmare. And then a lot of the places, this probably hasn't changed much, but certainly back in the day, when we first started this, there was a lot of pay-to-play clubs where you would literally have to throw some money down to get in there and go into, and we've never done that, nor will we ever do that. So clubs that are looking for bands to go, I'll send you to some, but it won't be us. There's not a what was the name of the place? The place in California in LA.
Like the whiskey?
The Whiskey a Go-Go. That's who it was. And they called us up and go, hey man, you wanna? We're just like, oh, they were, yes, we're gonna. And then it was like, yeah, we just need you to sell 150 tickets. I was like, what? Shut the fuck up. Literally contacting bands from across the country, which again, it may as well be across the multiverse.
Yeah.
Who's number one? It might be, you may as well, because you're not going to, I just don't know. And I do know bands that have played there and tried to sell tickets and come back on their arse, but it's just comical. As much as you believe in your craft, in your art, I just don't know. You know what I mean? That, like, you're not guaranteed a crowd. You're not guaranteed.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're getting yourself in for. It may be one of those haggard sound guys that could give a fuck who you are or what you're doing, and just your set's ruined already before you plug in. So it's just. Have you ever paid to play?
No.
I played the Whiskey, and we showed up. There was 6 bands, and our merch bin was like duct taped.
Your merch what?
Bin was like duct taped. Adam, our senior, was 16. We were 20. Like, we were just kids, and they count all your merch when you come in, and they take a piece and so they count all your merch. Even if you give something away for free, they count it on the way out, and you have to pay towards it. So they get a cut of whatever it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We've had festivals do that.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
Again, it's different if you're going in and you're just making a fortune. Sure, but you are supplying nothing. Yes, you've got a room and you got the PA. I'm just completely against it. I don't see any. Now, that being said, I'll take it all back and say, if you're a local band and you're playing at whatever club you're playing at, all the risk does not need to be taken by the club. I'm 100% for that. If you come in and you've got a crap night and the weather's against you and shit falls apart, that's got to be a give and take. You can't have
for sure
the band take it all or the club take it. It has to be, a balance. And I've talked to those bands too that believe that they should be paid just hundreds of thousands of, just like a ridiculous amount to go in and play. Not the case. Not the case ever. Especially a newer band where you don't have any. We still don't have control over, who shows and who doesn't. The night and the traffic and the other events in town and whatnot. It's always been that you try to put the best show that you can on, so people will trust your band trust your night, the experience that you're going to provide. And that brings me to we're doing another show here in a couple of weeks with Lone Feather.
Yes.
And again, they've been a favorite of mine for a while, and now a favorite of all of ours, because not only are they just really nice guys, they need work on their kissing, but
I was going to say.
yeah, it's pretty. It's kind of subpar, especially for you Stonies. You should.
We have practice tonight, so we'll work it out.
Yeah, you should at least taste of Tex-Mex is my thing. Anyway, so that aside, you're guaranteed. Those guys like us, they work on their sound, they work on their crafting their songs, they work on. We're actually working on originals today.
Yeah.
And that's a constant build. That's not a. It's not a. We know it, we're just going to kind of regurgitate and play it. I have heard we played alongside those bands that just they can get through a song, so they play it. That's not the ticket. You gotta give that song something.
Yeah.
That song's gotta have fire under it, and don't expect it to just because people might know it. Just you gotta put some fire in it.
Show off his new shirt.
What? Oh, yeah. This is what people want to see.
They do.
Yeah, look at that.
He's so cool.
How did you put the nipples back on?
Well, it's a long story. What you were saying what makes me think of, this isn't pay to play, but it just makes me think of back in the old days playing Fitzgerald's, like in the late 80s. Sarah Fitzgerald used to print out these little tickets for all the local bands that would play there. And she'd give a big, however many you wanted. You'd go and pick up your tickets, like, I don't know how to do it. Gave you probably a stack of 100 tickets or something, but you could always get more if you wanted them. And those are basically your flyers. You didn't sell them. You handed them out to people. Say, please come to my show. Please come to my show. Please come to my show. And then when they'd come into the ticket booth to pay their cover, they hand over that ticket, and that was how they kept track of who was how many. Because at Fitzgerald's and Zelda's, there'd be maybe as many as 8 bands a night, because there'd be like 3 or 4 bands playing downstairs and upstairs and stuff. So they always wanted them to see who's actually bringing people in. So, and that would determine really not only how much you got paid, but whether or not you get booked again and how frequently you got booked. And local bands used to complain about that all the time. Like, this is bullshit. But it was a way, especially back then, that was the only way you could promote it. There was no social media. There was no internet. You had to be, it was grassroots. You had to get out there and actually hand people stuff and talk to them. And I think it was a really good thing for local bands. There were so many local bands who never would have played at all used to play there. But I don't know why this made me think of, it definitely wasn't a pay to play situation, but it was sort of, earn your keep.
Well, she's got to keep the lights on.
Yeah.
She's got, again, I just said that, they don't, places like the Whiskey where they're going to have 6 bands in a night, you have to have somewhere. But these bands that I'm talking about, that I can name right now, believe in their heart that they are owed a fee for just showing up and playing this. Again, don't get in this business if you're trying to, make a fortune. You're not going to eat the wedding bands who essentially make a lot more than regular bands. They're not getting rich on the quote unquote, rich by playing every weekend, because there's usually a lot more people in the band, a lot more than 4 typically, unless they're playing with tracks, which we know what that's like. But there's also a lot more your wardrobe, your lights, your PA, your set list. You got to have 400 or 500 songs at the ready that cannot be skimped over. Give me my phone. But these bands are, they have to have, you got to play Brick House. You got to play, Lionel Richie. You got to do all these stuff, but then you also got to be able to do all the top 40 stuff. These bands are not fucking around. You're going to get Brown Eyed Girl, but you're not going to get, all these 3/4 sedated and, all these, you might get that too, but you've got to know all these Chicago numbers and these Prince numbers and all, and these, on and on and on and on and on. You just, and it's not easy. It's not easy to put those. And we've actually spoken with the everybody knows them, but you've spoken to those players in those bands that are just up to their tits with these musicians that just come in and just kind of skate through, they're just barely making, and these guys are, they're hated. Again, we're going way off topic here. I'm just saying the reward for playing that, and again, it's soulless stuff. If we had to play Brown Eyed Girl seriously and Chicago and just on and on and on, all this, so you just got out of your fucking mind having to do it, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, to me, there's no, we get to play whatever we want because we do it how we want. So it's not the usual.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's a question for you right now. If you had to start a tribute band, who would it be today, 2026? Who would it be? Who would you cover?
Tribute band.
Okay. Let me start. This is how we roll on SlapperCast. So it has to be a marketable. Again, you might want to do a System of the Down cover. I don't know a lot of clubs that would want to do a System of the, you know what I mean? Okay, so who would you to start a tribute band today? Which, kids, I do not recommend. But if you're going to start a tribute band today,
to make money,
to get out and go and play the clubs, who are you going to do?
Garth Brooks.
That's pretty good.
So when you say tribute, are you just saying they only cover one band?
Yeah.
Okay, not necessarily. I mean, like try to look like them or act like them on stage.
I mean, I'm sure it's a bigger payday if you do. Like if you're an Elvis impersonator and you go out just in jeans and a t-shirt, you're gonna have to be really fucking good. You know what I mean? Like if it's an Elvis.
Yeah. Because I wouldn't want to be in a band where you have to dress up as the person
like Beatle,
right?
Our friends here in Houston. They don't. Well, they wear suits.
Yeah,
that's kind of.
Yeah, but they don't really, they're not full on tribute in that they don't all fit. They don't all play the same role. Like tribute bands, Beatles tribute bands, for real. There'll be a John, a Paul, and a George and Ringo, and they stick to those roles most of the time.
Of course, and they're going to have a left-handed.
But Beatles cover bands will just whoever's best for whatever song, and that's kind of how Beatles does it. They'll
100%. I'm just saying they wear a suit, but again, you wouldn't throw them in the tribute bin.
I've thought about stuff. I would love to be in a band that played nothing but Beatles, but there's so many bands that do that now. I've thought about. I could front an REM cover band. I don't know if that would do well now. I mean, most of the ones I would want to do probably wouldn't really draw too many people.
I think REM's not big.
Might be. I guess, yeah, of course they are, yeah. They're not as big as they used to be. Actor Michael Shannon fronts an REM cover band now. That's all he's going around touring with this band. This is pretty cool. I would love to do early Genesis. I don't know if I can sing that stuff anymore. But that wouldn't draw flies. I went to go see, at least, I don't know. There was a really great early Genesis tribute band called Musical Box that played in Houston once ages ago.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, House of Blues, and nobody showed up. It was so sad. They put on such an amazing fucking show. I told all my Genesis fan friends, and none of them showed up. I was like, God, this sucks. And I saw them once before too in New York. Those kinds of bands would be really fun to dig into. But I don't really think that they would draw. But you're right. Maybe REM would do well, probably with my age group.
Yeah, does REM still play?
No, they broke up.
See, again, that would be another thing of mine. If the band's out playing, I wouldn't want to do the tribute.
Well,
so mine would probably be like an Elvis, late 70s Elvis, only because you still get to do the 50s and 60s, and then you get to do all that gaudy. That the glitter, the suits, the capes, all that stuff. And that would be my. But again, I have turned my nose up at many a tribute band only because I don't want to go and see somebody else doing. I don't, you don't want the Kmart version of the band. You don't want that off. That. Oh, you like this, so you'll really enjoy. That's not how. Again. Only my taste. I'm not, if you can go out and you can do it, have at it. Another one is a Tom Petty tribute.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, or a Traveling Wilburys.
That'd be even funner. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Of
course, it's smaller repertoire.
But still, I mean, two records is plenty.
Yeah,
and then you can
pepper in other things. Yeah,
you can even sneak in to the solo artists.
Right. Yeah, pretend that the Wilburys are doing it. Yeah, you need to get a really good singer to do the Roy stuff, though.
Yeah,
you can do that.
Which one did you pick? What did you settle on?
I'd probably do REM.
REM.
Practically, that's probably the most realistic one because I can sing Michael Stipe stuff and people still remember. I wouldn't want to do all the songs that nobody knows. That would be my Achilles heel with it. I was just thinking too, another one I always kind of wanted to do, but again, I'm not sure how this would do. I would like to do a Beatles thing, but have it be like the early, back when they were only mostly playing covers. Because my favorite stuff they do, we used to listen to this in the van, the BBC.
Oh, yeah.
When most of it is the covers they used to play back then. They're just playing them live in the studio at the BBC studios, and it's fantastic shit. And that's the best. There are some recordings of their live recordings from back in those days, but they're not really well recorded. The BBC sessions are actually pretty well tracked, and it's just great. I just love all that early stuff that they used to play it with. It's one of the reasons they were such a great band. Every song they covered, like you're saying, they put fire into it. They gave so much every single song they played.
They didn't just go out and just play the song start to finish.
Yeah.
They might have thought they were, but there was so much life in it.
Yeah.
There was so much effort put in. We did it today. We were doing some covers. We were doing some covers today, and they're completely our versions now. There's nobody that plays them like that. I say that. And we've been to some festivals where we played alongside bands and go, wait a minute, that's not how you did it the last time. It sounds just like, anyway.
Yeah.
But the covers are, I'll go to the grave with this. I think covers are essential for any band.
Yes.
Only because you have to gauge, the crowd has to be able to gauge you from,
Spider.
Spider, huh?
Sorry, I was like, Jesus, this is a big old spider. Sorry. It's crawled up on me.
Well, you're irresistible. That big fucking limp.
I might do a Nirvana cover band. That would be fun.
That'd be cool.
I think that would draw people.
I'd play bass for you if you do that.
I'd do the drums.
I wouldn't even come see you.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would.
I've been
Not even curious. I never got into it.
My big sister won't come see me? Come on.
Who's she? Huh? I thought it was Dad.
Dad, you are.
YouTube has been showing me a lot of interviews with Dave Grohl and damn, what's the bass player's name?
Long and useless.
No, he's fucking great.
Yeah,
I can't remember his first name. Anyway, but they just talking about Kurt. Is it Kurt? God damn, I can't believe I don't remember. Just really interesting watching the two of them talk about how things were back then and like how it smells like Teen Spirit. When Kurt first played that to the other guys, they thought it was the stupidest fucking thing. Because I think he deliberately made it kind of sound like More Than a Feeling. It's kind of a similar strumming pattern in More Than a Feeling. One of my favorite YouTube music guys was showing how beautiful that melody is. And people take it for granted because It Smells Like Teen Spirit is such a huge, it's been such a legendary song for such a long time. But the melody in that is really brilliant. And he was showing, playing the different notes on it. And showing just what an unusual melody is, especially for a punk song, Kurt Cobain was a really brilliant composer. Yeah.
Anyway, so I think we do have shirts and mugs and all that kind of stuff at Blaggards.com. We have where we're heading to, and hopefully we're coming to see you very, very soon. So this weekend, Friday, Brenham, Home Street Farm. Saturday, Kountze. We're going to go to Whispering Grove. We're doing the after party. So the admission ticket gets you in, and that will be a really fun show as well. Both shows, all ages, we'll say. We're not going to put any changes to the lyrics. So just if you bring your kids, just make sure you get them nice and high so we can enjoy it together. But yeah, and then of course, we were saying the Pacific Northwest the weekend after that. And then we're going to start getting Turbo ready for surgery. He's going to be one fine looking woman when he's done. So we're going to start wrapping it down there. We're also going to be working with a couple of different drummers because they're going to come in and they're going to help us out while he's under the knife and recovering. So like I said, we're going to taper him up. We're going to tire you out pretty good. So do come out and see us because it's going to be a wonderful thing. Do visit our website and pick yourself up a t-shirt. Be the best looking people in your neighborhood. And always, thank you for watching. Yes. We're so grateful to have you along. And we are so looking forward to playing for you. We got some working on some music. We're putting some new twists on some older songs too. Mm-hmm. So come out and see if you can figure out what we've done because we're certainly trying to figure out. Yeah, but just like I said, we're just thrilled to have you along. This is a delight, and SlapperCast is going to have probably less van time now. The next this flying thing is freaking me out. It's weird not being in a.
I did get us a van that looks like our van, though.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I kept it. I was like, nah, I gotta have a little bit of foam in this.
That's good.
So
So we'll be doing some road diary stuff. So anyway,
Yeah.
But hope to see you all before that. Many thanks for tuning in.
yes.
See y'all soon.
Thanks, y'all.
Cheers.
Yeah.